Hi, Garlips. How you doing? Pre-triple. Had some curly fries and some chocolate milk. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Hell yeah, gamer fuel. Anything that fuels the gamer is therefore gamer fuel. Howdy doody decky. I'm doing pretty good, by the way. Kids and I went to a little local fundraiser thing where they had a pancake feed, so we had a big old plate of pancakes and had a silent auction and raffle and all that stuff, so it was pretty cool. I reached out to Kylo about a half hour ago and haven't heard back from him, so I think he might be asleep. Which is fine. I can solo. Yep. They were tasty too. I don't know why, but the chef there made just one massive pancake. I mean, he made some normal sized ones, but for some reason in the pancake pan there's one that was bigger than my head, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take that one, and I split it up between me and the girls. I mean, it was a full inch and a half thick, and easily a foot wide. It was huge. And tasty too. Tasted quite good. Alrighty. Well. Hi, Stormy. Yay. Alright, guys. Well. It's been a good 5 minutes here. Letting people get in the doors. Let's get this rolling here. Be probably pretty quick since Kylo's not here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, I just got a message from our boy. Maybe we hold off. Oh, okay. He is busy right now. He is skipping Pre-3 for a cat's birthday party. So, important business. To be fair, that cat is like 20 years old. He's a very, very old cat. He was streaming Zelda 2, the enhanced edition. So it is a ROM hack that has many, many, many changes, and it's really good too. I'm really happy he was able to get started on that. It is a game he will enjoy. All right. So this week we got Wheel sequels, Street Fighter Alpha. Unfortunately, we're not playing Tekken, but I also like Street Fighter Alpha, so they're both good games. And I'm glad we're getting a fighter this season. So here we have a nice description via ChatGPT. If you want to know the history of this game. So for rules here, there are 10 characters you can pick from, and in the arcade mode, you will have 8 back-to-back matches. It's not set up so much like World Warrior was, where your last 3 matches are all the same people, or 4. You're not every character is gonna go Balrog, Vega, Sagat, Bison. Yes, that's correct, Garlips. Yep. Your mom's handing you a crisp $5 bill for every attempt. So, if you fail a character, you could try again. You're just brand new 20 credit limit. That was how we did Tekken. Or maybe it was DOA. One of the two. One of the two we did it with credits. I'm starting to think it was DOA. Because I was shit at the wrestler girl. Oh, we did both. Okay. The credit limit didn't really kick in for me on Tekken, but I got real close with it on DOA. Tina, that's who it was. Tina, I'm just not good at Tina in DOA. So anyway, the characters that you face in arcade mode are pretty much determined by whatever character you play as. Some characters will face Bison in the end, but I think Ryu faces Sagat in the end, and I think Ken faces Ryu in the end. It's all set up differently, so there is a chance. Decky, there's a chance if you pick a character, they won't fight against Bison at all. So it should be kind of nice to shake it up a little bit, and with it being just 8 matches instead of, what was it, 11 in World Warrior, it should go faster. Leaving Bison until last. I don't remember which. I don't know which characters face against Bison and which don't. I think Guy does, so there you go. There's your hint. The manual does list all special moves, and as Octo said, you're allowed to have the manual up while you're playing, and I recommend you do. There's the AI bot. I was wondering where he was going. So, rules are we're playing the US PlayStation version here. Get those sweet 60 FPS. Or 60 hertz, excuse me. Your progress here is going to be the number of characters you completed. Yes. Sagat. Yes. Tiger. Yes. Sagat is in this one, and he is playable. Bot been slow today. Just that. I mean, I haven't exactly been streaming, but he usually shows up at the very beginning of stream, and he took his time showing up today. So I don't know if there's any other examples. Anyway. Your progress is going to be the number of characters you completed. There's 8 of them to complete. Or excuse me, there's 10 to complete. 10 characters complete. If you are unable to complete a character, then the number of matches you win. So if you get, you can have 6 characters done, and then maybe you run out of time on your 5th or 6th match. And you can say, okay, well, I put 6 characters complete and 5 matches won. And what time you won. Our rules here, you're going to play on arcade mode with default difficulty, which if you go in the options, it'll be 4 stars. You have a 20 credit limit, and we'll not be allowing any secret characters. The secret characters here are listed: Akuma, Dan, and Bison. Do not fight Akuma. There is a way to fight him. There's actually 2 ways to fight Akuma. The hard way is to max out your difficulty and then get like 8 perfect matches, which is, you know, you're going above and beyond for some reason. So don't do that. And then the other way is if you hold medium punch, medium kick, and start at the character select screen, you will fight Akuma right away. It's probably going to be a real quick trip to Game Overville because he is brutal. But other than that, I mean, just don't do it. If you beat him, it does show you the credits. Like, it's just, you beat him once, that's it. You won. So that's why we're not going with that one. And then once you started a run, you know, your 20 credits with a character, you are not going to be allowed to change characters mid-run. So stick with them to the end. If you want to change characters, let the timer run out and start a new run. I don't know why you would. That seems like kind of a waste of time, but maybe you're just like, nope, this character ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna make any progress with them. Next here we have the manual. So here's how to set up your PlayStation game console. Here's what they look like if you're unfamiliar. And so here's our base controls. Obviously, start button is going to be your pause and start game. Select is a taunt, which you can do once per round. Yep, all of our original copies that we're definitely playing. Up to jump, down to crouch. Then you have the in between defense and forward, defense crouch, offensive crouch, etc. You have basic non-analog controls here. And so here you have squares, your light punch, triangles, your medium punch, L1 is your hard punch, X is your light kick, circle is your medium kick, R1 is your hard kick, L2 and R2 are all 3 punch and kick buttons at the same time. So here's your basically universal move that everybody can do. You can push the button away from the opponent to block. You can block in mid-air. If you press toward and then press medium or hard punch or kick while you are near someone, you can grab and throw them. If you get dizzied or if you are grabbed, you can move back and forth on the control pad and press all the attacks real fast. You know, just mash buttons. You can escape grabs and you can escape get out of dizzy faster. Let's see here. Defensive fall. You can use the above throw command to reduce damage from throws where your character safely falls to ground. So basically, like, you kind of, as you're falling, you rotate midair and land on your feet. When you block your opponent's attack, press the directional buttons, quarter, circle, starting from back going to down in a smooth motion, and press a punch or kick. This will perform an alpha counter attack, which is a quick counter move against your vulnerable opponent. Alpha counters consume 1 level on your super combo gauge. You'll see a big, when you see the game, you'll have a big combo gauge down below your character. Avoid being floored. When you're hit by a knockdown move, dragon punch, leg throw, etc., press the quarter circle direction in a smooth motion and press any punch. Your character will roll forward and avoid being floored by your opponent's move. So basically kind of like your defensive fall, but for different things. You can taunt by pressing select. I think the taunt increases your combo or your super combo. I'm not sure. Here's info on the super combo level gauge. Each time you execute normal moves and special moves, your super combo gauge will build up. Your level will increase when the gauge reaches certain points, and then you'll be able to perform super combos and alpha counter moves. When performing super combos, the amount of damage inflicted by a successful combo can be controlled depending on the buttons pressed. With the super combo level gauge at full power, level 3, you can perform the super combo using 1, 2, or 3 attack buttons simultaneously to increase or decrease the number of hits inflicted. The more buttons you press simultaneously, the more damage you will be inflicted, but more power will be consumed from your gauge. As a convenience, you can set one button on your controller to act as 3 punch and one button to act as 3 kick buttons when performing super combos. Yeah, that font is something else. Street Fighter Alpha, the champion awaits. Challenge has been made, and you've been cast in the battle with nothing but cunning and skill on your side. Win to survive the ultimate prize in this tournament. There's only one way to win. Knock your opponent's energy meter to smithereens. Use punches, kicks, skillful attacks, skillful special attacks, and super combos to become a decisive winner in the best 3 or 5 round match. You know you can do it. Now it's time to prove it to the Alpha Warriors. Yeah, the Street Fighter Alpha Warriors dreams being watermarked in here pretty heavily. So there's 3 game modes to play and 2 setup modes. All we're going to pay attention to is arcade mode. You can adjust your buttons during gameplay using the start button to pause the game. You can press select and change the buttons around as you like. Totally fine. If you need to reset at any time, L1, L2, R1, R2, select and start at the same time. You'll return to the title screen. Might be handy. Yeah, yep, this was one of the classic long box games. So, arcade mode. This mode is a popular arcade mode where you select a Street Fighter character and fight your way through 8 other computer-controlled opponents. It is a one-player game, but a second player can join in on any time. If a second player joins you while you are playing one player, turn off your computer immediately because you're hacked. Press the start button on the opposite controller to join in. The character select screen will appear. Yeah, just start in arcade mode, just highlight it and push start. It's not that difficult. To pick a character, highlight their portrait and push start. If you put it on the question mark, then it will shuffle randomly like a roulette. It'll pick a random character for you. You can change the color of your outfit by pressing square, triangle, L1, or start for 4 different outfits. Let's see here. So if you have speed and auto set to free in the option mode, see page 10, you can then select game speed and set your game in manual or auto mode. Use the directional button to highlight either normal or turbo for the speed of your game, then do the same for manual or auto mode. Press start to select the option. Manual. You must perform all blocking functions and super combos must be performed using the full instructions outlined. Okay. Or auto mode offers 2 features for players. Simple command, you can execute super combos by simply pressing 2 buttons simultaneously. Wow. Press light punch and light kick simultaneously for super combo 1, medium punch, medium kick, super combo 2, hard punch, hard kick for super combo 3. If your character has only 2 super combos, number 2 is executed even if you enter the command for 3. Only level 1 super combos are available in auto mode. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. Auto guard. Your character will block automatically unless you are attacking. The number of available auto guards is limited per round. After that, you'll need to block manually. When the new round starts, the number of available auto guards resets. Okay, so maybe if you're not super into fighters, this kind of help you raise the floor of the skill floor there for you. But it seems like it also kind of puts a limit on your ceiling too. So we have versus mode, we have training mode. These are modes we will not be playing. Option mode, should be able to just leave that alone unless you're doing key config. Leave the setup alone. We're not changing time, rounds, damage, or mode, or speed. You can back up your data if you want to. It's not going to really change anything. Alright, so here's a description of each character. So here's the characters we have to select from. So we have good old Ryu. He's been in there most of these games. His rival is Sagat. So he faces off against Sagat as his last match. He's got Deki's favorite Hadouken, which involves diagonals. The Dragon Punch, the Air Hurricane Kick, so he can do this while jumping. And then he has the super combo number 1, the Burst Fireball, which is basically just do 2 Hadoukens in a row and any punch button. And his alpha counter is the quarter circle plus any punch button. Chun-Li's here again as well. Press any kick button rapidly to do lightning kick, spinning air kick by holding down and then press up plus a kick. The kick Koken, which is the same thing but sideways and punch. The axe kick. Ooh. And then she has the chaos kick for her super combo. Hold back for 2 seconds, then forward, back, forward, and any kick. Here's Charlie. He is basically not Guile, but he's also more or less Guile. He has a Sonic Boom. He has a Flash Kick. Oh, he has 2 moves and a super combo. Ken's back as well. I believe he faces off against Ryu. And he's got the better Dragon Punch. It's not saying... Okay, I was going to say, he better have a Hadouken. That'd have been weird. But yeah, he's basically got the same moves as Ryu. Well, the only thing is his super is a big mega uppercut. Here's Guy. I like Guy a lot. I think he's a lot of fun. His quarter circle punch will grab and slam enemies to the ground. His dashing crescent is like a dashing jump kick. Then his shadow barrage here is a quarter circle, then almost a quarter circle again, and then a kick. And he also has the whirlwind kick. Birdie, so this is a dude straight out of Final Fight here. He has a headbutt. He has a sledgehammer attack. The choke chain is really cool. It hurts a lot. Press the directional button in a complete 360-degree motion, then press any punch. I've noticed that when you have to do these kind of moves at 360 degrees, you have to go really fast if you don't want your character to jump and screw everything up. Okay, and then we have our boy Sodom. He's a weeaboo samurai guy. He has let's see, this is a Shoryuken button combo. He has a 360-degree power slam, spine grinder by doing 360-degree and a kick. Double quarter circle for the pummeler, his super combo. Here's a Dawn. Yeah, this guy is, I don't know, he's kind of like Sagat, and I believe he faces off with Sagat. He has very similar moves. So he's got the Rising Jaguar, the Tiger Knee, basically. The Jaguar kick is really useful. Or maybe it's the Fang kick I'm thinking of. Well, I don't know. His kicks are wild. Yeah, the characters in this one are kind of weird because like you've got. Let's go back here real quick. You've got Ryu and Ken, which are not quite copies, but very close copies. You know, you've got Guile, more or less. You've got Chun-Li, so nothing special there, right? And those are all been here. Here's Guy, he's new. Birdie's new. And then you have Sodom, who's very similar to Birdie. You have Adon, who is basically Sagat. And then you have Sagat down here. Here's Rose. Pretty sure you have Sagat. Hold on, let's count. Is this manual not completed? Go up. So there's 10 characters, right? So here's Ryu, 1. Chun-Li, 2. Charlie, 3. Ken, 4. Guy, 5. Birdie, 6. Sodom, 7. Adon, 8. Rose, 9. Okay, so yeah, this is not a complete manual. Alright. Well then. That puts a dent in things. Anyway, there's also Sagat, and he basically is the same as Adon. So here you have, you know, 2 mirror copies of characters, and a third really when you count Sodom and Birdie. But you don't have Blanca, you don't have Zangief, you don't have Dalzim. You know, you don't have those really unique characters. You just have 3 copies of 3 other characters plus some new stuff. So you also have Rose here. Rose can reflect projectiles. She has her own projectile and an air throw. Can't complete the manual, it's the wheel, alright. Yeah, let's see if I can find another one. I mean, I was like, well, I found the manual. I went to Vim's lair. Vim had the manual. Street Fighter Alpha manual. PlayStation. Alpha 3. Let's see. Fighting stick alpha. Yeah, see, I'm just not like seeing much. I mean, I guess there's this from, but that's the third one. Alpha Wars for PSP. That's not what we're looking for. So yeah, like I just can't even find one. So let's do Street Fighter Alpha PlayStation Game Facts. We can find the move list here for Sagat. Let's see, these all say alright. Beep. I know he's here. Sagat. Here we go, 3.10. Alright, Sagat. So you have Alpha Counter, you have his taunt. Quarter circle forward punch for his high tiger, quarter circle forward kick for his low tiger. Tiger blow is what is DP? DP and punch, DP and kick. And then 2 quarter circle forwards kick for his tiger genocide. Well, that sounds unhealthy. What is a DP? Good old Gabe facts. Down. Oh, Dragon Punch. Okay, so forward, down, and then halfway. Alright. So Shoryuken motion. Okay. So he has quarter circle and Shoryuken, punch and kick. That's Sagat. We found it. We got it figured out. He's in a Thai jail. Good. That's where he belongs. Alright, well, that's all the manual that I apparently have. Let's see how people are going to do at Street Fighter. Oh, Stormy coming in at 10. Let me get my notepad. Alright. Ninth, we have Steven. My kid's crying, so I'm gonna try and cruise through this fast. She did not take a very long nap. Eighth, we have our boy Tater. Quantum with a surprising 7th. I would think he would be doing pretty well. Stormy, you're catching up to Kylo. That ET submission really brought you neck and neck. Speaking of, sounds like he's going to be putting some distance between the two of you. We'll see how FTL turns out. Yeah, let's see how FTL. 4 is Tom. Aw, everybody's favorite Garlips, the people's champion. Tiger. Yeah, I'm so ready for FTL. Hex coming in at 3rd. Kythius out of nowhere with a 2nd. That would be very surprising. And Mr. Matt also with a surprising 1st. So we have Stormy in 10th, Steven in 9th, Tater in 8th, Quantum in 7th, Kylo at 6, Tom at 5, Garlips at 4, Hex at 3, Kythius at 2, and Mr. Matt at 1. Congratulations to the winners. In reality, I think Big Captain is probably due for a 1st on this one. He has some good Street Fighter Alpha, well, just fighting game experience. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take 1st. He's really good at these games. After that, though, I kind of feel like it's Quantum and myself, and maybe Octo. Octo did pretty good on World Warrior. Garlips doesn't sound like you're too familiar with Street Fighter. Decky, you've done pretty good though. I didn't place at all. You're right. My first yeah. Yeah, I didn't place at all, so I guess I'm getting my first straight participation point this season. Right here. Save it for the end. Oh well, sometimes that's how it goes. So, alright guys, thanks for joining. Like I said, I got a kid that's fussing, so I need to go tend to her. Um, good luck to everyone. Do your best. Make sure to get your, what is it, Rocket Knight Adventures. Last time was my first SF experience. This is my second, but I placed last time. Yeah, you did. I was thinking you did pretty good. For not having any experience, you did pretty well. I like Alpha because it's World Warrior kind of feels clunky when we played it. It felt a bit clunky. Alpha's a bit more smoothed out, so um, you can really kind of, I don't know, flow with it better. I feel like, but you'll see it when you play. You'll understand when you play. Anywho, all right, guys, that's Pre-3 for this week. Thanks for stopping in. Best of luck to all y'all. Get your Rocket Knight Adventures in because Rocket Knight Adventure was a fantastic game. I loved that front to back. So, but other than that, have a wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, wonderful morning, whatever your time zone permits, and keep struggling. Bye bye.